All right, so here we are on the land again. We're getting kind of serious about this finally. And we've got, so a big thing that was causing us a lot of grief was this stump right here. And there's still a little bit of like life left in it, but the bulk of it I was able to pry out with a big pry bar. For basically the whole time that I've done off-grid stuff, I have wanted to have a big pry bar so I could remove big rocks and stumps and things like that and have leverage. And there's just so many situations where having a big pry bar saves your butt. So now we've got one. That's gonna be the parking area probably, because it's just down the driveway. So this is where we'll put vehicles. So the driveway is usable. This is a two-wheel drive vehicle with traction control, and it cripples itself every time you try to move on any kind of slippery ground, and even this really steep driveway, it's able to do it. So I think we've got it usable finally. And for the longest time, honestly, that driveway issue was kind of like an obstacle to doing anything here. Yeah, so parking area right there. We got our current temporary outdoor kitchen set up here. Caitlin's working on the burgers. Yeah. Always got to have burgers when we're up here. We got some cabbage and stuff. We got our hammock set up down here so we can take breaks in between. And there's a lot of this stuff. A lot of slash piles that we got to just kind of move around. I mean, they're everywhere here, like everywhere, because it's kind of jungly here. This is probably going to be where one of the buildings goes, and then maybe over there another one, or over there, one of the structures, I should say. But yeah, we got a killer view. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but like you can see way out in the valley there, and that's pretty neat. We have a fair bit of space, and this is a pretty flat area of the land. Most of the land is really steep, but this is kind of a good little platform. And then conveniently, we got this section kind of consolidated into one lot legally, so kind of like one building spot and then the other. But yeah, pretty good setup. Finally have a usable driveway, and I think pretty soon should be starting to see some real progress here. Thanks for watching. See you next time. So, every human should have a lever, because this thing gives us superpowers. Now, unfortunately, thanks to economics, this thing's kind of expensive nowadays, but well worth it. I mean, not super expensive, but more than you'd expect. But enough about that. Let's just pick a random rock and say, I want this rock gone on my super rocky land. And there we go. Just like that. And then, so let's take this over to the rock pile. And then let's just say, like, I want to move another rock. I don't like this rock. This rock made me mad one day. So just stick your bar under there, and there you go. And I have a totally destroyed back, multiple herniated discs and surgeries, and I mean, the thing, I don't need a whole lot of strength. All I need is to be able to drive that in there, which this thing's so heavy. This is like 16 pounds. So you just lift it up and drop it, and it hits another rock underneath, because this whole fucking acre is rocks. But just pull that out, throw it in the rock pile, and just keep doing that until you don't have any rocks that are in your way anymore. There you go. This is probably the whole. Okay, so we've been working down here. We decided that this clearing is definitely going to be like our parking area. we've got our path cleared here, so now you can walk through all this. And first stop is the temporary outdoor kitchen and solar area, which was able to do a little bit of charging of the chainsaw battery and stuff like that. Got some rocks out of here, got to still fill in the holes, and there's so much bark and stuff, you can just fill them in with wood and it'll decompose and become more of the same dirt. And then this is the pathway kind of coming through here, and then here's our wood pile area, and then you turn, come through here. I kind of want to widen this personally, but I don't know, I might just leave it narrow. Just this whole, this region is, if you leave it too dense, it's liable to burn. There's one of the views. So, so over here, I think, is where we plan to put the cabin. So wood pile, and then cabin. And the cabin will have that view out of the loft, which is pretty neat. And then come through here. Still got some cactus to clear out here. We're trying not to disturb too much of this cactus, but I think a reasonable compromise is to put a lot of ground cover in. I don't want to mess up the soil here or anything like that more than I need to. And then as far as the outhouse, I think we decided the outhouse would be kind of like down. We're gonna have to do like a barrel composting toilet because the ground here is rocks, but you come down here and somewhere right around there is where we want to put our composting toilet, and out the bathroom, you'll have that view and that view. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, that's kind of our progress so far. Just for reference point, if you were to go straight down this hill, that's where we were living this time last year through to almost winter in the big fifth wheel thing. But we got rid of that. It's gone now. We're on to better things. So yeah, so this will be our guest house canvas bell tent thing. I'm gonna probably put it on a platform and build a door for it, so, and like door will have like shelves built into the other side of it so that it's a little bit more useful. And then over here, come through here, this will be the cabin, so it'd be like cabin, guest house, and then outhouse just down there a little ways, and we'll clear out more of a pathway to get to it, obviously. Wood pile, and there's plenty more wood to stack up there. This is not even the tip of the iceberg. This is like 2 little trees, that were downed already, that we just moved, chopped up and put there. But yeah, this will be the cabin site where all this dead wood is right now. It'll have a little porch and stuff, and that's our hammock spot. It's really nice. It's shaded, and you can just hang out in there and just enjoy looking up at the sky in the hammock. All kinds of really cool views if you just kind of look. They're harder to see through the camera, but they're definitely there. And then yeah, but anyway, we're headed out for today. We will continue tomorrow. Yeah. Everybody, thanks for watching.